So now, where's our folks that don't have a license yet? Where's our folks that don't have a license? Okay, so getting in and out of class quickly. Licensed coach is our preferred vendor for taking your class right now. Why? We like them. It's predictable. You can get it out quickly. So when you go to get your license, we suggest doing life insurance only to start. But Mike, you have some health products. Don't I need my health license? Yes, but it takes about twice as long to get both. So I'd rather get a victory now. Or who here remembers like Popeye? Okay, there's old people know Popeye. No, young people don't know. So there's a character on there called Wimpy. Who remembers Wimpy? Wimpy would say, "I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a cheeseburger today." I'm the today kind of guy. I'm going to give you the right now. You know, my Netflix instant streaming, I want it now kind of a thing. Okay, so let's get my life license now so I can be helping families and making money faster. There's 11 or 12 chapters, depending on your state, to do the life only. So my suggestion is do life only. It takes you an hour to an hour and a half to complete a chapter. You can take longer, you can go faster, okay? But some people say, well, how long does it take to complete the class? Well, about a day. What do you mean a day? Well, if it takes you 18 hours, there's 24 hours in a day, that would be about a day. Anybody want to argue with me on that? Okay, why do some people take longer? Because they're not focused. So, but how can you do 18 hours in one day? Well, sleep for 6 and study for 18. Come on, are you that bad at math? You know? So Michael, why do you tell me? Because I've had some people do it in one day. Now, some people say, well, you can do it in 2 days. Ain't no big deal. Now, are you telling them? No, I'm just doing it at your pace. But I help people think through the pace. So you can do all 12 chapters in one day. You can do 6 a day in 2 days. You can do 4 a day in 3 days, or 3 a day in 4 days, or 2 a day in 6 days. And you can even do fractional math. That messes me up. Okay? So my point is that the key, though, is to then say, okay, if it's an hour and a half per chapter, I need to plan for how many chapters per day. I need to plan that time, put it in my calendar, and be militant. So now I'm talking to 2 groups of people here. Some of you are like, I already got this. Why should I care and take notes on this? Well, do you plan to hire somebody? Well, yeah. Well, you should pay attention to how I'm talking so you can say these same things to someone else. Oh. Everybody's writing notes now. Okay. And then some of you are about to get into the class. You're still in the class. You're thinking, okay, this is how I need to tackle it. All right. So it's that simple. Now, I'm nice to people no matter how fast they move. But if I set the expectation high, more people are going to get closer to hitting that expectation. Because if I set the expectation really low, people are going to live and die by your expectations. Okay? Hey, how many days did it take you to complete the class from when you started?
It took me 4 days.
4 days. Okay? 4 days. I've had people do it faster, but he did it 4 days. It can be done quickly. That's what I want people to know. Okay? I have had people finish the whole class, even life and health combined, in 24 hours. Someone on Charlie's team did it in 24 hours. Okay. You know, I was a lady that found Megan Wood did it in 24 hours. It's like, she didn't do much else right, but she found Megan Wood and she finished the class. Okay, but it was like crazy thing. But you can finish the class quickly. All right, that's the biggest thing. Now, once you're done with the chapters, you take the final exam first time. Do I need to do anything to prep for it? No, you take it once. And you use to figure out, where's my score? So what if I score a 47? Good. You know where you're at. What if I score a 68? Good. You know where you're at. What if I score a 73? Great. You know where you're at. What if I score a 12? Good. You know where you're at. You would have done better guessing. You could have just done all A's. You got 25%. So, all right. So my point is, but at least you know where you're at. It'll tell you your weakest areas, and it will tell you what to focus on. So once you've taken the final exam, it tells you your weakest areas. Get the 3 weakest areas, and go get what they call the cram sheets. So those 3 weakest areas, read them carefully. Okay. After you do that, go to the state regulations section and read the chapter on the regulations. Be careful. You're going to get the cram sheets for the 3 weakest areas. You're going to reread the chapter on the state regulations. Well, how come I can't read the cram sheets for the state regulations? Because there isn't one. They just don't do cram sheets for regulations, but they do it for the others. So that's why you have to go back and reread the chapter. And you want to slow down and reread the state chapter regulations, because in most states, the state regulations are more heavily weighted. So you do want to put more emphasis on that. Then you go take the final exam again. You should see your score improve. What if it didn't? Well, I'm sorry. Study some more. Ain't no big deal. You're allowed to keep rolling. We ain't going to punish you. Just keep going. Grit, and show some grit and get through it. It's not that tough. You just got to pay attention and focus. The key is doing that, and then wash, rinse, repeat until you're scoring 85 or 90 on that final exam. And if you're scoring 90 or 85 or higher, you're good to go to pass the state test in most cases. And about 95, 98% of the people that follow this process and complete it in 7, 10, 15 days, then go take their state test, pass the first time. We have a very high first-time percentage rate passing. Okay? Has anybody failed? Yeah. What are we doing? Fire. No, I'm just kidding. Relax. Relax. We just say go take it again. Ain't no big deal. But seriously, there's nothing to be afraid of. People get all worked up. Oh, ain't nobody care. Not one client has asked their agent, well, how many times did you take the life insurance exam? That's like looking at your doctor before he starts cutting on you. Well, how many times did you have to study for a biology test? Enough that I got a diploma, shut up and lay down, let me cut on you. I mean, it's like, so you're not, people aren't asking you dumb questions mostly. Unless you invite it in, it's like, I don't know if I can help you. It took me 5 times to pass my insurance test. No, you don't say that. That's not in our script. Okay. So getting through the life license, once you're done and you start moving, then go register for the health license. Here's a cool thing. License coach, if you go to get out on your health license, if you do it within 60 days of when you started for your life class, they're going to add the health class for free. So if you've just gotten your life license and haven't started your health, go ahead and do that. Get registered for the health, and let's get that knocked out of the way. We're going to get you making money meanwhile and helping families, but go ahead and start working on your health because you're going to want it, okay? All right, so those are my tips on getting in and out of class. Any quick questions on license coach, using it or the class or anything like that? Questions on it? Pretty straightforward, simple stuff.